Ricky, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard. Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hey, listen, the other day I saw Jackie peddling his crap. I mean, he was an embarrassment to you.
I love working with Jackie. We have a good work relationship, but I don't understand his attitude about his career. To go on the Food Network and peddle that crap is beyond...
What does it got to do with food, that junk?
I don't know.
It has nothing to do with food.
What was he peddling? The mugs? The mugs and the
T-shirts or the videos?
All the crap.
He had all of it. The videos, all that crap. I mean, it was embarrassing.
He can't rise above it.
Stuff in his face, making a fool out of himself.
You were watching the Food Network?
I was flipping through the channels. I saw his big fat head on there.
You know.
And his wife was on there, too.
Eddie Murphy. Steve Martin. I say to Jackie, who do you look up to in comedy? Who is it? Eddie Murphy or Steve Martin or Robin Williams? Chris Rock.
Billy Crystal.
I said, have you ever seen a comic worth anything?
Selling stuff.
Hawking mugs and T-shirts. And he's like, I don't care.
That will always be second rate. That's why he'll always be second rate.
Did he tell you that he did admire anybody?
No, first he doesn't admire anybody. Who did
Trump.
He admires Trump. You see Trump hawking?
I enjoyed doing the show on the Food Network. It was produced by a guy that I met that I like, and
that's not the point.
They taped it.
That's not what I'm talking about. I don't mind the food. I don't mind the Food Network.
And I brought my stuff on there. I went on it. I promoted my stuff while I did.
Okay.
Made all the
I'll never get it. Are you talking to?
I'm talking to the wall, baby.
That's it, Howard.
I'm talking to the wall.
Oh, and Nancy was on there, too. Hey, let me tell you, that Bob Flay's girlfriend or whoever that she's on there, she's a piece of ass.
Really?
Yeah, she's good-looking broad.
Yeah. I don't even know the show, I'll be honest with you.
You never watched the Food Network?
No, and I don't want to watch Jackie on there because I get upset.
Oh, it's
They played it about 100 times.
Really?
Everybody calls up about me being on it. It's all the same show.
In fact, I have satellite, and what you do is, you know, there's so many channels on the satellite. What you can do is program the channels you like.
Right.
I took the Food Network right off there. Doesn't exist, so I don't run into Jackie.
It's not even on the little thing as you click.
Yeah, I don't even want to hawk. I don't want to see him hawking that crap.
So you can't even see me by accident?
Right.
Oh.
I can't accident. There won't be any accidents in my house. Thank you. All right, let's get Houston in here and have some. Yeah, listen, I'm putting out I can't put out 25 projects at once. What am I, Dick Clark? What, pick up something and throw it against the wall and see if it sticks? You know what I mean?
Come on, you got some outtakes?
Yeah, I'm nurturing, and then when I have, my game plan is to put enough shows on TV and have enough outtakes to get my own outtake show.
Can't you do an outtake show with Jackie? He's as fat as Ed McMahon.
That's true.
He's as bad as a comedian as Ed McMahon, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. Well, that's not very nice.
Well,
Jackie's jealous enough of my production company. You don't have to rub it in.
Why do you have to rub it in?
This is Jackie's.
Sitting behind him right now.
This is Jackie's worst day, okay? This is Jackie's nightmare.
Jackie, how many beers did you drink yesterday when you heard about the cartoon announcement?
Welcome to my nightmare.
I'm planning on having plenty anyway.
Yeah, believe me.
Yeah, it didn't increase.
Everyone in this room is happy for me except Jackie. I'm sure that he stole this idea from me.
You know, I think it was a note in 1997.
I deserve.
Can we go back into the archive?
I deserve the.
Right here.
I deserve. I just can't figure out how I can get paid from this.
Matter of time. Intellectual property of me.
I'll figure out how to get paid. Don't worry.
That son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch is doing it to me again.
Damn it.
His success.
Barely swim out to the jetty.
He's going to have to take medication.
I gotta get on heroin. I'm so upset. He hates when I'm successful. He hates it. But all I'm trying to do is bring good programming to people and use my creative energies in the right way. For good purposes, not evil.
Of all the people on the show who are married...
By the way, this is Lorne Michaels on the phone.
Because he's awfully inquisitive.
Well, he's got good questions, you got to admit.
Yeah, I've been fascinated by everyone so far.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the people on the show who have been married, the one I could at least understand is Jackie. Could you explain it?
Thank you. I can't. And in fact, we have this conversation during the commercials all the time.
What is that conversation?
Well, we almost have it every day. It's like, I go, hey, I got married young.
Like, why did you get married? Is that the conversation?
It's kind of like, I got married young. I was, a very insecure guy. Met a girl who loved me, and I loved her. I understand why I got married. Okay.
Scary stupid.
Right, so I didn't know I'd be famous or anything like that.
What's that got to do with your getting married?
Well, we always talk about how much we could be getting laid. Right. Then,
You know what it boils down to?
Gary's just a moron who couldn't even knew. One second, I'm getting to you in a minute, joke man.
Well,
Gary's just a moron,
Right.
who is so belligerent he won't listen to me.
And Fred has issues with
Fred had intimacy issues, and the idea that Fred could even date a girl was a miracle.
Right.
It was tough, and then he got married for that reason, because
She was the girl who would date him.
Fred's not a player, you know what I mean?
And Jackie didn't have any of those things hamstringing him.
But Jackie, okay, was
But
dating...
Jackie was
100
settled.
years old.
Jackie has this thing, he goes, well, I was 40 in my 40s, and I had plenty of time. And meanwhile, he was with Nancy like a long time.
Right.
He didn't have to get
He
married.
might as well have been married because he couldn't. He was in a relationship
I don't know.
anyway.
And he's got money, and this whole year, he could have been banging away at chicks. I don't get it.
But once he hooked up with us, she was already there, so there was no banging chicks anyway.
Yeah, but he could have broken up, and that would have been the end of it.
That's true.
You basically understand you getting married, but not anybody else.
No, I understand Fred. I understand Gary. I actually don't understand Gary.
You don't understand.
Gary was having your life
Right.
before he got married.
Gary, you know what?
Gary was...
Let's scratch Jackie off the list. Gary is the dumbest one.
Gary was having a ball.
Gary was... Saturday, June 19th, a big show at the Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona. For more information on Filthy 3D Joke Man, visit jokeland.com. Can you imagine that? Jokeland.com. Hard to believe that exists.
Post guy and time guy both get jobs working for the phone company, putting in telephone poles. Then on the first day, the foreman says, how many you put in? Time says 12. Post guy says 2. He says, 2. Get time, put in 12. He says, yeah, but look how far this is sticking out of the ground.
That's funny. Now, that's funny.
One.
That was good. I like that one. All right, Fred Rerun Berry. I was singing that damn Fool's Gold all yesterday.
You know what? So was I.
Yeah.
And you just can't... I said, please, somebody play something else.
I'm scared because I know the words. I said, another cup of Fool's Gold.
I don't really.
Another cup of Fool's Gold. Another game. I'm under again? Another cup of Fool's Gold. Since I don't remember when. Robin knows every word.
I do, and I start singing it in different ways.
Right.
I wake up every morning.
Oy vey. All right.
I'm sitting there, I'm walking around yesterday, and I'm singing to myself, and I'm like, another glass of Fool's Gold. I'm like, what am I doing?
Fool's Gold. Maybe it's a good song. I don't know. It is good.
Yeah, I mean, that was out loud.
That's fucking...
Maybe it's a hit.
Could be a campaign song. You don't kill yourself.
I get so angry when I catch myself singing it, and I go,
Yeah.
the guy writes every song about beer and pot.
Right.
Every song does not. It's a love song to beer or pot. Either how beer messed up his life or pot messed up his life, or it made it
But
great.
he's still doing it.
Yeah.
And he has to do it because now that it's messed up, I have to pass the time.
Right.
Sing about it.
Sick.
It was funny because last night I caught a little bit of The Real World.
Yeah.
The first episode. And one of the girls has a drinking problem. And there was this, they started playing this song while she was getting drunk. Alcohol. I said, oh, there's another person who writes nothing but songs about drinking.
They ripped off Jackie. You mean to tell me that they have a song with alcohol, the word alcohol?
Alcohol.
Well, you know what? If you walk around Manhattan, you realize that at least 50 or 60% of the people are drunk.
There's a bar every 3
Yeah, I know. There is so much drink. The consumption of alcohol is unbelievable. And I mean, I was talking to someone who said to me that they quit drinking recently because they said they might have even had a problem. It's not even, you're not even aware if you have a problem because it's such a part of the fabric of life.
So, you walk into somebody's house. Hey,
Yeah.
I was with somebody the other day and they said, well, I can't drink while I'm there, so I might as well not go. So
Right.
if you can't drink, don't go.
Right.
Comes out on your ears before you're drunk, that's right. Well, drink it by the six-pack and go by the quart. Cause it's by the gallon till you start to snore and snore. You got a belly like you're pregnant. Get a woman you got a baby, you'd be much a looking anyway. Well, taste it when you're 10 and drink it by
I think it's time for a remake on this song.
Yeah, got to update
You know what?
it.
I realize that I actually probably have a couple drinking songs you haven't heard yet.
Taste it when you're 10.
I gotta bring it.
10. Yeah.
That's what he did.
Well, he started when he was saying he thinks everyone does.
Taste it when you're 10.
Who was it?
Be drunk by your 13.
Who said that they had their first drink when they were like 10?
Oh, that was Clint Eastwood's daughter when she was 8. She started drinking.
She had screwed up childhood.
So did Jackie.
What do you think Jackie had?
My father was making movies and I was drinking.
Right. Who's making movies with Jackie naked?
I did a lot of things wrong. That wasn't one of them. Go to your partner for that one. This is punishment. I get punished every day.
See, that's the whole thing. He thinks of every day as punishment,
Right.
just having to be here.
And having 3 people scream at me for an hour.
Well, we'd have nothing to scream about if you did something on time.
Oh. Well,
And Jackie,
then I help the show.
Jackie, at any hour, that whole thing can shift, and you could be one of the 3 people screaming at someone else.
Yeah. Right.
So
Like
except he gets
right.
to sleep in.
He acts as if he's made it pleasant for everyone else.
Yeah, right.
to be here.
Right. He's ruined your life.
I'm the victim. I got to tell you,
I would have
the
to say-
math out thing on the way here was very.
I used to think that Robin was the one on the show who made me the most miserable, but she's so in second place now.
Yeah, I know. Jackie's the one,
But
right?
I'm doing a good job
over.
because
He's
that's my
taken
job.
over.
That's my job.
You know what? There's a job, you can dig a ditch or you can enjoy it a lot.
He
You
loves
enjoy it.
You know, Jackie
Did you
loves
tell Gary that
Jackie
we were goofing
loves
on him?
goofing on your teeth and lips.
I know.
We were laughing
Me
at
and-
you on Saturday.
Me and Jackie were hanging out Saturday at his house goofing on you, and I wasn't even doing it. Jackie was.
Well, what was it? Was it just the usual
What were we
stuff?
goofing about? I forget. It was funny. It was funny as hell.
It just was in passing, and somebody. Howard was saying to John, "Look how cute your wife is, and you're such a big fat slob." And even I lost a few pounds, and John said, "Yeah, but you see, Gary's losing a lot of weight." And I said, "Yeah, but it just makes his teeth and lips look much bigger."
See it right away.
Yeah.
And your only audience was Howard and
Yeah.
But I
John.
wasn't. I was being
I was his only
serious,
audience.
which was
My
sad.
dog and me were his audience. And he was just like,
But it
he
doesn't
goes,
matter what you're talking about. Gary could be there making a very serious contribution to the show,
Right.
and Jackie will throw in a lips
That's
and
right.
teeth comment.
lips and teeth.
It's so true.
And it's funny. I got to admit, it's funny.
It does, and it just changes the whole.
And then
spirit of
Gary
the
gets
conversation.
completely nuts and runs out of the room.
No, when he really gets nuts is when it's during commercial.
Right.
And Gary works so hard to get Howard's attention
Yes.
because he's got him for 30 seconds. And Howard's eating or he's looking at the notes, and for Gary to get that full attention
Right.
is gold to him.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, he'll be going, now Howard, there's a few things I got to run by because and all of a sudden I'll go, and Howard will know that I'm thinking something,
Yes,
going to say
yes.
something.
Right.
And
That's it.
There goes the focus.
Yeah.
Right.
It's soapy. Storms out. His big
always
fatty
fun.
ass waddles out. And it's good.
I could, but Howard's right or Robin's right. I could be announcing the death of President Clinton,
Right.
and you could somehow work a joke about me into it. You know what I mean? And then that takes Howard's full attention away from
Right.
what I'm saying.
serious
Hail to the teeth. Hail to the teeth. In on it.
What is it?
Jack, I just want to ask you. When I left, you said you'd be following me. Well, did you leave or did you stay?
I did 3 hours later, 10 minutes later. Something.
Yeah,
How
right.
many beers did you have in that 10 minutes?
I think I had to finish my beer.
No sense leaving that around because.
And what do you guys do? Driving around after 6 beers?
No, I told you, Jack, you didn't have that many beers. I mean, I had.
He said he had half a dozen.
I thought I had been there forever.
Yeah,
ones he remembers.
You got there a lot earlier than I
4
did.
hours,
so
5 hours.
How many did you have, John?
I had like 4 beers in 3 hours.
See, I would never do
car
that.
now?
I would
4
never.
beers in
Yes.
3 hours.
No
I had one beer in
way.
my system.
What is that, John?
4 beers in 3 hours.
I can't hear you,
Like a
John.
scientist. Talking to the microphone.
I went to booze school, so I
What happened?
I had 4 beers in
Yeah.
3 hours. So I had 1 beer in my system.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
John's math is
How do you
off.
No, that's how it works.
It's
You lose
exactly
2
right,
tenths.
Gary. It's
He
exactly
learned at Jackie's feet. Where did you go to booze school?
Oh,
They made me do it 10 years
They
ago.
made me do it. They pulled him over and said,
Who
just
is
you,
they? The
for no
police?
Yeah.
reason, go to booze school.
The authorities.
No, yeah, it was one of those things.
Yeah, the
The
DWI.
lottery.
Every hour you lose.
Well, he had two DWRs.
Two we know of.
Yeah.
No, and I got it, and you had to go to the thing, and they
Yeah.
explained it.
One-
Each beer is 2 tenths, or 0.2, whatever it is, and you lose 0.2 in an hour.
Exactly. 1 beer per hour, you know.
So if you drink a beer in 1 hour, it's a push.
It's just a push. It is.
So they don't teach you how to drive responsibly. They just teach you how to,
They
teach you how to
teach
drink
you how
better.
to
deal with
Drink within the law.
And
Yeah.
drive.
Well, it's the same thing as them showing you all the drugs in high school, Howard.
Yeah.
Say, what's going to happen to you, and this is what the pills are.
We
You say,
laugh.
And then you go on. What is it, Dominic?
I gotta warn Jackie now, the next DWI in Nassau County, I promise you a minimum of 60 days in jail.
Really?
I'm telling you right now, I have his record, of course. He has 2 priors, 1 impaired, and the next one, I will tell you unequivocally, Nassau County, no matter what judge he goes in front of, there will be jail. And when
When
he
was
leaves,
the last one, Dominic?
I will walk home.
7 years, 6 years.
I will
Oh,
walk.
so.
But the point is, and I'm not kidding, Jackie, I got all sorts of phone calls on my answering service that you've been arrested this morning. So I kept calling to try to find him. I thought it was the Bayville Police Department.
I was trying to get through to the show, but it's too popular.
It's so easy. I don't know why Jackie couldn't call us.
Why didn't you just throw me in the car, John?
Why don't you just call Gary's number?
I called you at home. I said, Nancy, have Jackie call.
She just said the Stern Show just called, and I said, Jesus.
Meanwhile, when you try to track down Jackie, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Well, I have a car phone. The number's right
I called
there.
him this weekend. I had to call him because I wanted to go over his house. I call him up.
How many numbers do you have?
All right, I have like 50 numbers. The first 3 numbers I call, I get... In other words, the numbers have been changed. I get somebody else's house.
The numbers have been the same since
Now,
I started
dude, I'm going to go right my
on
computer
the
now.
show.
Howard.
I'll dial your number right now, and I bet you it's not even your house.
It takes 4 numbers sometimes to get in touch with you.
Yes.
Yesterday, I called...
You got 5 goddamn houses.
I called one office. I called Nancy's office.
And I'm 75 years old.
And then I called your house.
There's only one person on the show who's more difficult to get a hold of than you, and believe it or not, it's Scott the engineer, because he's got one phone line, and it's either that dopey machine or
Because all the listeners call him on.
or him and his kid are online playing games, and you get a business
And that's
signal.
it, yeah.
Right.
Jackie, is there any doubt last night you drove home drunk? Honestly. A proper .08.
No, I absolutely didn't. Come on,
Oh,
Dominic.
please. How many did you have?
6
What'd you
beers.
have for breakfast?
Well, he had 6 beers in how many hours,
It
Jack?
would have had to been 7 hours for him to be legally.
Well, no, he
sober.
started drinking, what, around 9, right, Jack?
He says he was there before
He was
you.
there a long time.
Yeah, but I didn't get there till like 9:30, quarter to 10.
You had 6 beers and I had 1 egg. Come on.
6 beers in a half an hour.
You know it. I'm telling you.
You'd have had to start drinking at 6 o'clock to have 6 beers and leave there sober.
He had about 12. But the more important thing is, I'm telling you, Jackie, next one, I'll get you out.
Dominic knows that you're supposed to multiply whatever an alcoholic says he drank.
Right.
Like double or triple.
Double or triple, and he's giving him the benefit of the doubt. He's only doubles.
So how many eggs does that make it?
Dominic knows, believe me.
All right. You know what also they give you, besides the time in jail, you wear a nice orange suit on the side of the road.
Can you imagine we'll have all the listeners show?
Howard, you know what's really cool? I saw this on Inside Edition on one of those shows, but it was I think it was Kiefer Sutherland had to do some community service in L.A.
Yeah.
And Charlie Sheen and all the guys got in the car and just kept driving up and down the highway goofing on him.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he was picking.
If Jackie goes into community service, we will have the time of our
He
lives.
had the limo.
Give him the stick.
Oh, man. It'll be better than parking in front of the elite modeling agency and staring at chicks.
And finally,
I'm sworn off.
Finally, they put a breathalyzer lock in his car.
Oh, that'd be so funny.
That'd be good.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, Jackie won't be able to get home at all.
That's cool. That's what they do in
does that
real
work,
life.
though?
What they do is they put a breathalyzer lock on your car, so you've got to blow into your car before you start.
Why can't I blow into it when I haven't drank? How do they know it's Jackie blowing?
They don't know it's you, but at least it's enough of an obstacle that you'd have to go and get someone else to blow into
Hey,
it.
Gary, stop my car.
Gary, go and blow in my
Hey,
car.
Dominic, don't you have a Buttafuoco to defend someone?
Can you fart into that thing and kind of trip it up?
Oh, Jackie, it's going to be someday. I can see it already now.
It's a shame you'll probably be dead.